The biggest challenge that industry faces today is of recruiting the right person for the right job. While most business school graduates are well versed in theory, they are unable to apply this knowledge in the workplace. As a result of this, business organizations have to incur heavy expenses and spend valuable time in training new recruits to meet the requirements of their job profiles. In this scenario, one name stands out as a beacon of hope: WLCI. WLCI graduates are today the best answer to HR requirements. Let's see what differentiates WLCI from other institutions and understand its unique process of training aspiring professionals. In an age of specialization, every job requires specialized skills. WLCI has therefore partnered with industry to create course curriculum and content and developed a path-breaking training methodology that specifically meets the requirements of the industry. A leader in innovation, WLCI has, since its inception, adopted a futuristic approach. More than a decade ago, it launched the traineeship program, a unique model which seamlessly combined classroom teaching with practical training in the industry. This program offers students valuable on-the-job work experience in their chosen profession, thus paving the way to a rewarding career in the industry. In order to develop course curriculum which is relevant, current, and mapped to meet industry requirements, WLCI created an Employers Council. This council comprises of eminently successful professionals in the industry who are working at the cutting edge of their respective fields. They also represent some of the best employers in the industry. This esteemed body of professionals advises WLCI on creating programs that both meet the requirements of employers and have a direct and positive impact on the future career growth of students. Let's hear what a few of the EC members have to say.
Initiative of WLCI of having an Employers Council is something radically different, innovative, and a new approach to what is required. Taking industry feedback, taking industry thought processes, taking industry attitudes, ideas is a very progressive methodology of teaching.
As a concept, I think it's unique and it's extremely commendable. It's updated, it's relevant, and since it's originating from the industry and ultimately getting absorbed into the industry in terms of final employment, I think there's a perfect marriage here.
I think the Employers Council is possibly unique in terms of what WLCI has started quite some time ago. I haven't been part of or witnessed any other college engaged in this process as often as WLCI. You may have the most brilliant strategy in the world, but unless you are able to crystallize that into some action that results in profit, you're not worth your salt as an organization. So I think I completely agree with the concept. However, I think the big challenge is how you are able to engage with the same student over a period of time and convert him or her to a CEO level person.
It's a very fabulous concept. Why I'm saying so, the concept of this organization is that to depute the students as a part of the curriculum to work in the organization, and it's a win-win situation because what they learn in the college they go and apply, and if there are disconnects they come back and tell the professors, and that is again they go back to the industry and ask that this is the kind of thing we received from you and this is kind of how students feel, and continuously course correction happens. I would say it's a wonderful concept.
I think conceptually it is a very good thing to happen, because when we take students, not only I would say with the management background, but even from the engineering background, many times we find that they are not ready for delivering the results when they join the company. They need to be groomed. And therefore, what we discuss in the council, that you are trying to make people who are more tuned to a working atmosphere. So when they join the company, they are already in a mode where they can start delivering results.
As a recruiter for so many years, going to all the campuses, one thing that I used to feel the lack of is people not listening to you in the institutes where it comes to the real requirement in the organizations. I think the EC actually gives a great opportunity for companies to really come to the institute saying that, hey, listen, this is what we need, this is what we want people to come to us with, and they actually listen and they implement that and put it in the curriculum. So I think that's a great power of the EC.
I definitely believe that involving employers with an education organization like WLCI College is a very important thing that could become a differentiator for somebody that wants to really train the next generation of professionals in India. So I think that as much as we can from the curriculum side to involve people that are actually the future employers of our students.
Engagement of the employers with WLCI is nothing new. Actually, the inception of WLCI happened because the employers were looking at a different product altogether. In the last 2 years, we have had 15 employer council meetings, and the idea is very simple, which is that we need to know from the employers what kind of product do they need from the students. We need to address the core issue, which is what training needs to be provided to students so that they are effective as employees within the industry.
The Employer Council is an extremely unique initiative of WLCI. It not only helps us to engage with senior people in the industry across functions of business, media, fashion and design that we will deliver. It also helps the student get a first-hand impact of the industry practicing professional, because the very person who is recommending content is going to be the customer of that content. So it's a win-win for all, because it's a win-win for the employer that he gets a ready to deliver student from day one. It's a win-win for the student that he lands up into a job which he has learnt the processes of. And of course, it's a win-win for WLCI as a medium of delivery and a medium of providing that talent to the industry.
WLCI has adopted a beyond books, beyond degree approach in imparting professional education. Based on the recommendations of its Employers Council, WLCI has created a training methodology that incorporates essential learning in terms of knowledge, skills and attitude for every profession in the fields of business, advertising and graphic design, media production and fashion technology.
What WLC is doing, that they learn for 3 hours every day and then they work for the industry. Student can practice what he is learning. It's a good concept.
WLC is formatting the whole mindset of these people that will enter the job market in the future, and it's a significant number of people.
At WLCI, there is a fundamental shift in the way knowledge is gathered by students, making learning a practical and experiential process. Every profession requires core knowledge, the ability to utilize and apply knowledge, and a set of professional skills benchmarked to industry standards. Along with this, we inculcate a winning attitude. All of these give students a leading edge over their peers in the industry.
Basically, organizations are getting leaner and meaner, and as technology comes in, people are going to be multitasked. And I feel that WLCI students would fit that role. That's what's going to be the difference between a normal B school graduate and a WLCI trained student or learner.
You are preparing the student for life in an actual office environment, which he will not have any clue of if he's restricted to the classroom.
K. Knowledge. S. Skill. A. Attitude. At WLCI, our focus is on ability instead of knowledge, attitude instead of expectations, skills instead of desires, values instead of self-importance, ethics instead of aspirations, integrity instead of what's in it for me. Thus, professional training here focuses on obtaining definitive outcomes. To do so, a student's time is divided equally between self-study and face-to-face work with a trainer. During this time, they are grounded in core concepts, participate in quizzes, case study discussions, and work on assignments and projects. Knowledge is enhanced with professional skills to create abilities